Everybody gangster till the ship starts walking. Death coming to take Sisyphus. I will bind you with my chains. Could I hold the chains first? Sure my man. When a nearby ship switches to a black pirate flag, that's not very nice. When it switches to a red one, we're all gonna die. Pirates in fiction. I'm gonna steal all your money then eat you alive. No, you are a maniac. Pirates in reality. Regarding the economic crisis we are facing, I have no other choice but to rob you. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I'm not a savage. No problem, I know there's nothing personal there. Turks run out of bullets and starts to destroy the Parthenon to make new. So the Greeks hold ceasefire and gives them new ammo. Cowboys were so cool, dueling and collecting bounties. Yeah, that really was the wildlife. Meanwhile, average cowboy. Some weirdo tried to instigate a duel to the death, so the sheriff locked him up. Rasputin wondering why the Russian nobles who invited him to dinner are all staring at him whilst he's trying to enjoy his cakes and Madeira wine. People having a meltdown about Cillian Murphy's name being pronounced Killian, not Cillian. Me, patiently waiting to inform them how Caesar and Cicero were really pronounced. Most Renaissance painters. Today I will paint some angels. Meanwhile, Da Vinci, dissecting this corpse will help my art look more realistic. The British to Fiji. The British to the rest of their empire. My child will defend every inch of their nation, no matter the opposition. Brisbane Line. 1849. Samuel Rowbotham writes book about flat earth. Revving flat earth theory in the modern era. More than 2000 years ago, Eratosthenes measures the earth's circumference using 2 vertical sticks. Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI on their wedding night, after knowing each other for only 2 days, and not knowing what the F they're supposed to do next. The Treaty of Versailles wasn't harsh enough and Scholz dismantled Germany completely. The Treaty of Versailles was too harsh, choosing the reason to blame the French for World War II. POV, you're a US Army engineer at the SL-1 nuclear reactor on January 3rd, 1961. Oh, look at that. I've been impaled. When basically every river and creek in Canada had yet to form, the city of Jericho had already been founded for thousands of years. Britain splitting up Greater London into new administrative districts. Britain splitting up the Middle East into new administrative districts. Every civilization when it comes to the smallest detail. Every civilization when it comes to getting drunk. Octavian realizing the only thing stopping him from becoming emperor is a 17-year-old pharaoh who can easily trick. US and USSR, which side will you take? The West or the East? Yugoslavia, there's 3, actually. Alexander the Great, on his deathbed. Perdicax. Come closer, my empire will go to he strongest. The other Diadochi, about to assassinate Perdiccas and fight it out. For your information, I'm a World War II tank expert. Oh yeah. Then name 6 German tanks. Panzer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's on us. We set the bar too low. 49 states and 525 electoral votes. Reagan, DC and Minnesota. Mondale. Puts Abraham Lincoln on the 1-cent coin. Puts some guy who wasn't even president on the $100 bill. Lenin. Organizes a coup and overthrows the government. Holds an election. Loses. No, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game. European missionaries trying to Christianize Ethiopia. Ethiopians who have been Christian for the past 1000 years. I'm 4 parallel universes ahead of you. Louis XVI. Before you guys execute me, I'd like to give a short speech on why I'm innocent. Drum roll begins. Louis XVI. Oh my god, can you let me do what I need to do? 1848 German revolutionaries 0.1 seconds after their revolution failed. I go to America. Jean-Paul Marat just chilling in his medicinal bath. Charlotte Corday with a kitchen knife. Revolutionary Tribunal with a guillotine. I miss the times when men could be men. Men back then. POV, you went to the Colosseum on your day off, and the emperor just ordered your entire section be fed to the lions because he's bored. Woodrow Wilson wins with 41.8% of the vote in 1912. William Jennings Bryan, who lost all 3 of his presidential campaigns yet got a higher popular vote than Wilson in each one. POV, it's 1997. You're watching Pokemon at home in Tokyo, and it made you suddenly teleport. Fact, 90% of strategic bombing campaigns stop right before they're about to break the will of the enemy's civilian population. You successfully get the support of liberals to pass laws against the Catholic Church. Bismarck in the 1870s. Some liberals now want to pass similar laws against the Protestant churches as well. The colonies complain they don't have representation in parliament. The majority of Brits living in Great Britain at the time not having the vote. If you think your cut is bad, just remember that Marie Antoinette once rocked up to court with a freaking warship on her head. So you ate your prime minister? You guys were probably starving because of him, right? Nope, just didn't like the guy. Modern historian. When did the siege of Sardis happen? Herodotus. Who cares? The name of the first man over the wall is more important. It was Herodotus. Chainmail is the best. No, plate mail is the best. Me. Any last words? I never freaking said, let them eat cake, so if future historians could not attribute that quote to me, that would be great. Lol, nope. Villager, I have a really bad headache today. Local wise woman, hey, don't sweat it darling, I have a herbal remedy that can make you feel better. The entire village. 300-pound ancient Greek rock carved with Bibon, son of Phol, could lift this over his head. You're winning, son. When you dedicated your whole life to building the pyramids, then you see aliens getting the credit. Vikings afterlife in fiction. I simply must die in battle, or else I will be sent to hell. I'm right behind you, brother. Vikings afterlife in reality. Take it easy, because he knows there is 7 different afterlives. Brazil. I don't like wars. Brazil in a war. Me, after being born a rich noble in France in 1789. Greek soldiers wanting to go home after 20 years at war. Alexander wanting to name another city after himself. The Helvetii tribes. We want to peacefully cross through the Roman province of Gaul. Caesar. The Helvetii are producing weapons of mass destruction. When people want a simple answer as to why Bronze Age civilizations collapsed, see people. When you find yet another random island in the middle of nowhere, consisting of a few rocks and 3 sheeps. French society. Robespierre. Why do they hate me? How to get the biggest land army in Europe. First, hire more soldiers than you can pay for. Second, never pay them. You now have the biggest land army in Europe. Mom, can I have Mongol Empire? No, we have Mongol Empire at home. At home. Poland. Japan. Corrupt as F monarchs. Americans going on about how the 90s was the best decade ever. Ex-Yugoslavs. Game shows what the world without US military interventions would look like. How War of 1812 arguments go. America won the War of 1812. No, Britain did. How they should go. Britain benefited the most from the war cause they got a new trading partner. America benefited the most because they managed to get Europe to recognize their government. Some dude wearing purple. Will you please listen? I'm not royalty. People in the ancient times. He is the royalty. France. Implementing the Treaty of Tilsit on Prussia in 1807. The Treaty of Frankfurt in 1871. People's perception of history. History in reality. the defenders of Stirling Castle, watching Edward I build the biggest trebuchet in history. German soldiers in Normandy, minding their own business. US 101st Airborne Division. Howdy. How the Roman legions looked at the Achaian League after being hit with that dollar store phalanx formation. British people in 1696 seeing a house with windows. Too expensive. Maybe the real treasure was the friends we made along the way, along with that huge but diamond we looted from India. Gangsters in the 1980s. Gangsters in the 1990s. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 5 PM British time for a video of changing topic, and at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you didn't already.